this is probably kind of sickening, but most of the stuff you hear about Israel or believe about Israel, namely that it's financially buying off politicians, it has tremendous financial power to control America, is grossly exaggerated. And almost all those claims are actually true of Qatar and other countries. When you add up the lobbying amounts, the dollar amounts that come from these countries, and the business that comes from these countries. Qatar's, I mean, Trump is bragging about this. Qatar's just made a commitment to invest $1 trillion in America.
And the plane Qatar is everywhere. With you all are being so distracted by AIPAC. Like, you're being very, because how many billions has Qatar put into this country? It's continuing.
Well, I mean,
like
again,
hundreds of billions.
Exactly, and more to come. Well,
and
can we say this? I mean, again, I'm not one to cast aspersions here, but isn't Donald Jr. involved in a $6 billion investment, real estate investment in Qatar? I mean, I'm not saying that there's any, that would have any influence on Trump or the administration. Of course, I'd never think something like that. But one might, who's a little bit more, I don't know, jaded than I am, might think that it might have something to do with that, or that Tom Barak, who's, again, very involved with Turkey.
That is in NATO, and
it's in NATO, and we actually
vowed to protect.
We have an Article 5 duty to protect them from any adversaries.
And they genocide the Kurds.
They genocide the Kurds. Yes, they do.
This is all the things that are happening that I don't. Why don't we hear about any of this? Why do we not hear about the genocides and the mass starvation that is happening in Yemen, in Syria? Sure. Why do we not hear about any
and where it's coming from?
And including like U.S. dollars being involved.
Of course, U.S. dollars are involved.
Right, and the foreign lobbying and influence and business interests that are entangled with that so that we look the other way.
That really is the essence. That is the guts and the essence of Vance's defense of this really indefensible deal. It really is to distract and just start to play on the Israel derangement, that Israel has this outsized power. Again, if Israel had this outsized power, this deal would never have happened. Believe it. Anybody with common sense would know that.